welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Cam Madrano.
And I'm AJ Welker.
In order to combat falling behind due to student absences, as well as provide an opportunity for review of complicated material, IM3 teachers have been experimenting with a new piece of classroom technology. We go to Lizzie Pelsman with more.
Recently, the IM3 department has begun using a device called Swivel. The Swivel is an iPad on a base that requires a special lanyard that has a remote and a voice recorder in order to detect the teacher's movement. A couple teachers from Roseville, including IM3 teacher Sandra Smidgen, went through training with the district to understand the Swivel device. At the district, Smidgen believes to have gotten a greater understanding for the Swivel and its effects.
We learned how to use the devices and started realizing the benefits of watching yourself teach and watching other colleagues teach the same lessons that you teach, and you can see how they teach it versus how you teach it. And so when we realized the benefits through the district program, then we decided that this was something we'd like to try further at Roseville High.
Now, with the implemented Swivel device, the IM3 team has created goals in order to benefit the students and teachers once the technical difficulties are resolved.
So the first goal is to just look at our own lessons and look at other teachers' lessons. So just teachers are watching. There is discussion about possible benefits of eventually being able to put clips of our lessons onto YouTube or onto our class calendars for absent students who can watch a lesson, or here's 2 examples of what we learned today, not here's an hour and a half. So students can go back and, hey, I don't understand, or I don't remember that, or I didn't get good notes. They can go back and watch a portion of the lesson.
Math teacher Doug Ash believes proposals like the Swivel can allow him to grow as a teacher.
I always want to get better. I'd like to see other teachers. I don't have the opportunity to go into other classrooms all the time, so to be able to watch maybe a 10-minute clip rather than sit through an hour and a half class, it allows me an opportunity to see other teachers performing. And also there are times, frankly, as a teacher, your students might be struggling with a concept, and if you watch another teacher teach it, you might say, oh, I can incorporate that into my lesson.
Roseville's IM3 team hopes to expand the Swivels to other integrated math courses in the near future.
Junior prom is tomorrow, and for students that still need to purchase the last-minute tickets, student government will continue selling them for $35 in the cafeteria during both lunches or after school in room 202.
The dance begins at 7 p.m. in the cafeteria, and the official theme is The Great Gatsby.
For full coverage of today's junior class rally that took place during Roar, check out our Instagram and Twitter at EOT News.
This year's prom court consists of juniors Aubrey Hernandez, Abby Joseph, Shayla Sneski, Michelina Smart, and Mickey Yomagita for the girls, then Trenton Artica, Jaden Miller, Chapman Phillips, Nathan Sangria, and Nate Santos representing the boys.
And be sure to tune in to next Tuesday's show and follow us on social media to find out who was named prom king and queen.
On the topic of elections, yesterday marked the annual student body election in which students ran for ASB in their respective class offices. Results will be announced next week.
And now we go to Kobe Estrada with sports.
Good morning and welcome to this Friday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Kobe Estrada. This year's track team has been very successful. High jumpers Donovan Jones and Jaheim Say are ranked number 1 and 2 in the section. Last year, Jones broke the 26-year high jump record of 6'6" and a fourth, and recently just broke his record of 6'6" and a half again this year, putting him at number 1 in the section. Say is number 2 in the section with a 6'4" high jump, tied with 5 other jumpers. We go to Riley Scholl with more.
Throughout his 4 years of participating in track, Donovan Jones and Jaheim Say attribute their success to training together and pushing each other to get better.
Getting the support from my teammates and working with Jaheim, because me and him are both doing so good, it just works together. It's just like friendly competition between me and him, just pushing each other to get better. Yeah.
Because I feel like if I didn't have Donnie to compete with me, I wouldn't have the push to do as much as I do.
Jaheim Say believes that Jones's accomplishments motivate the rest of the team to work harder and reach his level of success.
Donovan makes the team better because he's setting records and stuff, so it gives the whole team a goal to be up there with him. So everybody sees what he gets to do, all the extra events and stuff, meets, special track meets.
After working with his jump coach, Jones has developed a strong relationship that's allowed him to improve throughout his high school career.
She knows me so well, so like at meets where she can't directly talk to me, there's like hand signals just because we've been together for so long, we know each other well.
In other sports news, softball defeated the River Valley Falcons with a score of 10-0. Boys volleyball beat the Inderkum Tigers with a score of 3-0. Tonight, varsity baseball plays Antelope at 4 o'clock and softball plays Delaware on Monday. And that's all on your home for Roseville High School sports top plays, breakdowns, and more. The Tigers Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Kobe. One of the best Netflix original shows ever released, Stranger Things, dropped their official trailer to the upcoming 3rd season, which looks as if it's going to be nothing short of fantastic. The trailer gave all the waiting fans everything they had been expecting, from beautiful action scenes all the way to comedic gold. Fans also got to see almost everything that will be coming in the newest season, except for a clear villain. However, we have seen Demogorgons for the past 2 seasons, and with the amazing story writers, directors, and cinematographers, I'm nearly positive that they wouldn't bore us with the same antagonist for a 3rd time, and that gets me really excited for what they have in store for this new season. We also get to see a plethora of other things, such as Eleven, one of our main protagonists, bleeding from her nose, using an extent of her powers, and also rocking long hair. This new season looks scary, exhilarating, and everything in between. I'm falling out of my seat in anticipation, and I think it goes without saying that I am very excited to see Stranger Things 3. In other entertainment news, the trailer for the 3rd John Wick movie dropped, and it seems like it will be able to keep up with the heavy amount of gritty action that was in the first 2 movies. And now we go back to news.
Thanks, Jackson. Senior Kaitlyn Ang was selected to be a National Merit finalist out of 15,000 people based on her 1510 PSAT score from last year.
The process really started with me taking the PSAT my junior year, and then after that it was all just waiting to see if my score would qualify for a National Merit. And then I got notice in the fall that I was a semifinalist, and then I got noticed in February that I was a finalist, so I advanced that standing. I studied pretty extensively for the PSAT, mainly during my sophomore year because that's when I first started. So I did study for it my sophomore year. Highly suggest that every student does. And then going into junior year, I didn't really study for the PSAT, but I was studying for the SAT.
She's always there to help me study, to support me, to do whatever it takes to help me out in any way that I ask.
She will find out if she will be one of the few to receive a National Merit Scholarship in the next couple of months. Her top pick college-wise is Stanford.
And that's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
If you have a story idea, burning question, or think you know someone who should be featured on our show, send us a direct message on Instagram or Twitter at EOT News.
And remember, we're always on at eyeofthetigernews.com. See you next time.